Hi, my crafty friends, it's Linda, and today we're going to be making some bookmarks. So I had taken a piece of Gencraft paper and I cut it and I adhered it to this board with painter's tape. Okay, so what we're going to do first is first thing is we're going to be using flathead brushes. So I put some pink on my brush and I'm just going to hit it on the top of the paper, just the top. Just flick some paint, and then I'm going to go in again and I'm just going to move it around, and this is something you're going to do real fast. Anybody can do this. So the whole idea with this is just to move fast. And then we're going to go in with our brush. I'm going to clean our brush off. We're going to go in with some darker pink. And we're just going to hit it down like that. Maybe a little bit too much paint. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Just abstract flowers. Might have too much water on my brush. And we're just going to go like this. And then like that. We'll go down. Like that. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some yellow. And I'm going to just flick it around. Take my brush and I'm just going to move it around like that. Get some more yellow and move it around. Go around the the abstract flowers that you made, and believe me, this is going to look good when it's all done. Then we're going to go in with some green. And I'm not telling you which colors to pick, which greens, which yellows, which pinks. You pick the ones that you want. So I'm just grabbing some green. I'm going around the flowers like that. And after we're done with this, we're going to do some doodling. And I'm just going real fast. And like that. Okay, then I'm going to get my larger brush. Any flathead brush you have. And I'm going to pick up some green. I'm going to fill that on my brush. Get it nice and wet. And I'm going to go back and forth like this. Get my green. Up and down. then I'm going to start flicking. Back and forth, mixing my greens. With my brush and just move that paint back and forth. And then I'm going to start flicking up. Get a lot of paint on my brush. Then I'm going to go in for my Payne's Gray. Whoops. And I'm going to flick it up like that. And then bring them up like they're coming to the flowers. Clean off my brush. So I let that dry, and now I'm going to take the tape off. And very carefully this around. And next what we're going to do is some doodling. Okay, so this is what it looks like after you're done. Now I have Stettlers. Which one did I take? The 0.3. I have the microns, and I also have the Uniball, Signo Uniball. I like this Stettlers. I'm going to try and use the micron, but a lot of times it gives me a hard time. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to just do some doodling. In the darker areas. See, now it's giving me a hard time. There we go. Let me get my paper. Sometimes when I scratch this, it might be that the paint is not fully dry enough. And then what you're going to do is just you're going to scribble some leaves like this, and then you're just going to give the illusion of petals. Let me get my Stettler. This is not working. So just like that, and then I'm going to go up like this. And just real quickly do some don't even think to Don't put too much into it. Just scribble. And that's what you're going to do. Make the appearance of flowers. Then I'm going to get the uniball and I'm going to go in these darker areas. And I'm just going to add some dots. And then I can do some dots going up. I'm just making this up as I go along. I've done this several times. I'll show you my others. They look pretty similar, but different. So we're going to go in here. We're going to just put some white dots sporadically. Like that. Here and there. You get the idea. Just going to keep on going with this like that. And we'll go like this. And maybe I'll get my Stettler, go over that. Okay, now you're giving me a hard time. Let me get my other Stettler. You know what it is? The paint is there we go. And you can play with this if you want. You can even go darker like this. Scratch it more and just scribble. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is take out my, 1 minute. I'm taking out my Fiskar cutter and I'm going to go in and trim this. Now this, I didn't measure this, I just took a piece of scrap watercolor paper. Bring this down. Take off the edges. And yes, they're a little bit small. You can make pockets out of this for your journals. Or you can make bookmarks. You can give it as a card. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go over, and I'm terrible at measuring. I haven't figured out how to measure out inches in this thing, so I am going to, hold on. So each one's going to be about 2 inches, and I'm going to have one small sliver left over because I didn't measure really well. I just took out, this will be my extra piece. And then this was just an example. I'll show you my others. Okay, so here are my bookmarks. And then here are some others that I've done. I got phone calls, which stopped me, my phone from working. So you could give this out as a card. You could put these in a journal as side tucks. You can make them as journal cards. You can make them smaller if you wish. This one I didn't finish. I was working on my phone. As I was recording, my phone stopped because I got a phone call. But I wanted to show you, this is what you can do with these. So you can make a beautiful card to give to, whoops, not in, okay. You can make a beautiful card to give to somebody as a gift, and then they can, you know, frame it later on. You can also give it to them, you know, as bookmarks, and you can also put them in journals, as pockets, tags, you name it. So I hope you enjoyed that quick little video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.